Nope.
Yay. Follow me.
Okay. Yeah, you sent me a link here, I think.
Okay. All right. So that worked. Okay. Cool. Um, let me try. Uh, close. Let's try. I'll try that sending that link again.
Okay.
Uh, let me see. Well, okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. So, what we're going to do today, I'm going to turn off my camera. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to hide from broadcast.
Okay, I turned my video off too, I think, here. Nope.
Mute.
Okay,
Yay!
yep. There you
I
go.
can be heard. Okay. Let's see. Well, so we're going to try to do it without the cameras today. Okay, there we go. I turned the camera off.
Yeah.
Yay. So, um, yes, so today we're going to just uh, uh, it this way and see how it works because with with the picture, I can still track the conversation. I might not track see what you're doing, but what I'm hoping it's going to be much higher.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so talking about that, I can grab my mic. Let's see. Um, okay, testing. Does that sound different?
Yeah, you sound pretty good.
Okay. Did it sound better after I found my mic?
Yeah, you sound a lot louder now.
Okay, great. Um, and you sound all right. Um, so Elsa's coming later. I'm going. Emails is out to everyone right now. Um, let's get the. Let me get the Gmail running. Gmail. Let me put it on. Let me go on to Yahoo, YouTube first.
Oh, okay. This is live on this thing here.
Yeah, it is live.
Oh, okay.
And so what we're going to do when we start getting more people on, we'll mute. Someone will text me a question. I'll call out. You'll unmute, and then you'll say something. Okay?
Okay.
And that way there's not too much background noise, and we'll try that. See how that works. I'm going first. Go on Facebook and announce to my mastermind group that I'm live. Uh, and okay, I'm going to go, Doug. I want stand up and be heard. That's my podcasting mastermind group. Okay, we got 24 members now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, done editing. All right, let's see. I got that going. Let me go to um, okay, okay. Um, yeah, hey Russell. Okay, Russell's. Let's try that. Okay, yeah. All right, inbox. Who else do you need? Healthy. Let me see. Who? Okay, I got someone that wants to join the team. Okay, approve. Okay, let me reply. Um, Let me write a new message. New topic. Ah, okay, guys. Is it just me? Am I talking to myself?
No, I'm here. I was on mute. I didn't know.
Okay, you came out really electronically. Do you have like BitTorrent running or anything like that running?
My iPhone's on, but that's about it.
Uh,
So
well,
maybe turn off the Wi-Fi and then on my phone, maybe, or.
yeah, I just want to know, I just want to troubleshoot if you got anything sucking your bandwidth because you sounded like a robot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let me Is that better? I'll turn off the Wi-Fi on my phone here, or
I don't know. We'll have to see how it works. Now you're using your headset,
yeah, I got a microphone on my yeah.
okay? And how's my sound? Do I sound robotic?
No, you sound pretty good.
Okay, excellent. Um, so today, um, Eliza said she's got car trouble, so she's not coming. Joanna is running late. So you're my co-host. Yay!
All right.
So I want you to text me, okay? Text me how to properly pronounce your name, okay?
Okay.
So go open a text window. That's how we're going to talk between. So, hi, okay?
Okay.
So so I want how to say phonetically. I'm really bad with names if you haven't got.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna type it in now.
Now, cereal.
Yeah, Cyril.
Okay, cereal. All right. Um, Excellent. I'm going to butcher that so many times. Zero.
Yep.
Zero, 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 zero. Okay. Anyway, um, it's the Eager to Be Healthy podcast where we show you how to have fun, be healthy, and balance it all in your daily life. Today, your hosts are Michael Eager and Cyril. And today is our first podcast. That's right. We're going to attempt our first podcast. And of course, this is going to be a work in progress. We're going to be experimenting with a lot of formats. So I wanted to talk to you about why I started this program, um, and and to let you know my motivations. For one thing, always battled. I always struggled to be healthy, and it was a long time before I found someone who could help me. And I understand what it's like to hunt for doctors, but more importantly, I I've cared for others. I cared for family members. I cared for clients. I cared for the sick. Uh, you know, uh, elder care is a great way to learn the disease process. And when you understand the disease process, you understand how one set of or one diagnosis is going to transform itself over months, years, whatever. And you you would like to have ability to change it, but you might not know how. This show is my effort to teach you what I learned struggling to be healthy. When you start looking at our videos, listening to our show, um, you're going to find um, that a lot of the things do and promote, um, well, for one thing, I'm not perfect. Okay, I'm I'm not a perfect 10. I'll never be a perfect 10. I desire not to be a perfect 10. I want to be in the trenches with you guys. So that's why I started this program. Right now, I got a family member really close, my immediate family. I'm not going to say who because I like to give him some privacy, but it is someone very close. And it was someone that knew he was ill for a very long time and refused to do something to be healthy. And now, um, he fell. He now finds himself in a rehab facility, and we're making an effort to um, turn him around, and we're starting to see results. And I think the timing, while caring for a family member, caring for my clients, and starting podcasts, it's a lot to ask of someone. It's also it's also very important um, to keep going, because if I can, the more people I can help, the more lives I can affect, and the more importantly, the more people that can be happy from the knowledge I share. And really, it's all about how to be healthy while being happy, and that's what my show is all about. Um, Little things about my philosophy. One, I don't believe in doing everything perfect at the beginning. I rather you do one thing perfect, just one thing perfect, and then as you perfect, and you and when that becomes second nature, you can add more elements to it, one layer at another. What it does is it shows you that you can do it with simple steps, but at the same time, you have simple, simple things to do before um, you go to the next step, and that's huge. Now I got Zero and Russell has just joined the call. They're going to be writing me uh, they're going to be writing me um, they're going to send me a few questions to ask, and then when it's time, they're going to unmute their mic so we can talk. Okay. So Russell, why don't you unmute your mic and greet everyone? Okay, I'll unmute your mic. Guys, this is our first podcast. We will be, um, we will be, let's see, I want you unmuted. Let me try control panel. Okay, um, okay, Russell, uh, let's try to unmute you. Russell, where's your sound? Do you have a headset? Okay, you're going to be texting me. Okay, Zero, your mic can be live.
Hello there.
Hey, excellent. Good to hear from you. And like all new shows, this is a we're going to be making snafu after snafu for your enjoyment. And we might leave some of those into the recording. And let me go and see what's going on. All right, so Russell, do you have any health questions? Zero. Okay, we got two people muted and not only me talking. Well, and all right.
Hello?
Yeah, Zero, welcome back.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's
I
fine.
didn't.
So did you get a few questions for us this week?
Yes, I read an article about GMOs and if they're really bad. This listed the top 10 reasons to avoid them. It was on naturalsavvy.com.
Okay, could you send me the link right now
Sure.
in a few for the show notes?
Sure. Oh, okay, so I'll save the link then. I send it to you now.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, my question is what your opinion was about the GMOs in the industry. Um, Supposedly, the pesticides in the GMOs themselves have a lot of foreign chemicals to our digestive system, and it could negatively impact the gut bacteria of our colon. And I was wondering what you thought about that in terms of living a healthy life and being happy.
Okay. Well, the thing is, um, it's more important that you focus on what you can control. Okay. So that's all the food that's in your house. You have to make good judgment calls about everything. So um, only focus on the factors you can control. You will, unfortunately, all of us will be exposed to GMOs at some level. This is one of the reasons I promote I tell people that it's good whenever you can to avoid them, especially soy and corn because they're in so many products. Um, the issue with GMO is a lot of unintended consequences. So what that means is I understand that there are business reasons to want to have fewer weeds around your corn, so it allows you to spread Roundup. But see, Roundup, then the chemicals in Roundup are quite toxic, and when you're spraying that much on your crops because you don't have to worry about your plant crop dying, we'll be ingesting them. Another thing is Roundup bonds with essential minerals in the soil and makes them less biologically available. Then you have the fact that we're messing with DNA. It's all you know. It's it's a mess. The thing is, what can we control? So we know that the most common sources of GMO in our life are corn, soybeans, canola. Okay, those are three. There's others out there, but soy, um, corn, and canola are the largest. There's now GMO salmon that's being tested. There's GMO zucchini being tested. There's GMO sugar, beet sugar. Cane sugar is still non-GMO, as far as I know. But all these sources of we're consuming these non-natural DNAs, and really, this is a whole question for a whole different show. But then the short um, answer is uh, GMO food or GMO products in your food expose you to unnatural DNA, unnatural chemicals from the pesticides or the BT toxin that the plants itself produce. And yeah, your body, because it hasn't been tested properly, might become more allergic to the GMO food and make regular non-GMO corn, soy, and canola much more reactive. Okay.
That
Yeah,
sounds good.
and that's true. They're not. The FDA basically um, Russell mentioned the companies are not required to say whether the products are GMO or not because the FDA basically said it's safe, but they really didn't test it, and we really don't have generations of of you know results. It's just this generation that's really exposed to GMO, and we don't know how this generation is going to be. All right, any other questions? Hey, Russell, do you have a question? Can you type it? Uh, all right. Oh, yeah, yeah, Russell wrote, yeah, yeah, I see that. Anyway, let's just start over, okay? Uh, all right. Can I have any? What other questions are you going to hit me with, guys? Just text them to and type them right now so I know how to plan it. All right, let me see. Now, Russell shown in the broadcast, and I'm killing your camera, Russell. Okay, Russell, your camera's okay. Good. No, now Russell has a dog as his camera. Okay. Hey, Russell.
It unmuted. It unmuted.
Yeah, I know. I did that for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So, now I want you to see if you can mute your mic and unmute your mic.
Okay.
To mute. Okay, unmute it.
Okay.
Okay, that's how we're going to do it. Because if I'm doing all the controls for everyone plus answering questions, I need to have the text window open. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's see. Bop, 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 bop. All right. So now we got Russell. We got Cyril. We're good to go. Uh, Welcome to the Eager to Be Healthy podcast, where we discuss how to be healthy, be happy, and balance it all in your modern life. Today we have on air is Russell and Cyril. Um, and since today is our first podcast, um, guys, could you mute yourselves? Thank you. All right, welcome to the Eager to Be Healthy podcast. Today we okay, let's try that again. Welcome to the Eager to Be Healthy podcast. My name, today your hosts are Michael, Russell, and Cyril. The show discusses how to be happy, be healthy, and balance that with your modern life. And since today is our first show, I want to at least tell you why I wanted to start a podcast. For most of my life I've been sick. Only recently I've been really healthy, and so today so I've over the past few months more and more people were asking me how I was getting healthy and what was doing, why I seemed happier, and that was because um, I changed my life around, and I had the allergies um, and I made a few small lifestyles changes, and when those lifestyle changes started to work, my quality of life improved. Everything from learning how to do salsa dancing to socializing more to just feeling better to having more friends that happen to be doctors, nutritionists, chiropractors, uh, coaches. And you're going to be hearing from some of those in the future shows. But right now, we got two on my great existence. And I'm going to give them a chance to introduce themselves. We're going to start with Russell. Russell, can you come on air and tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Should I turn the camera on?
No.
Okay. My name is Russell. I am a high school student at a math, science, and technology magnet program in Georgia. And I'm very big on combination of fitness, mental health, and eating right to
Okay.
maintain a healthy lifestyle.
All right. And everyone, give a hand to Russell, our most junior member of the team. Now, our next person, Cyril, come on air.
Hi there. My name is Cyril. I'm in college right now. I'm studying nutrition and hoping to become a physical therapist. I'm very interested in fitness. I go running. I usually exercise at home and I do various things. I'm interested in learning about the fitness industry, hoping to become a small business owner.
Okay. Now, I see that you have a question here about spirulina, barley grass, and wheatgrass. Could you explain that a little bit better?
Yeah, I've been looking at the health food stores, trying to decide. I heard wheatgrass is good, but I also heard that it doesn't taste very good. So I know there's barley, grass, and spirulina. I was wondering which is nutritionally better, just to feel good and to be fit, healthy. That video's there too. That's where I got the information from.
Well, being that you're a vegetarian, right?
Yeah, vegetarian.
Okay, so spirulina is going to have the most protein, okay? And that's just huge right there. And you can actually consume it as a raw source of protein. Wheatgrass and barley grass, um, they only taste good if you juice them. I recommend you grow them in your own home and you juice them fresh. Um, I have some potted, I have some a lot of potted plants in my apartment, and if I need some wheatgrass, I don't grow barley grass. I can just cut it up and then put it through a masticating juicer, and then I can just have that straight, or um, you mix it with something else. Now the flavor is different than what you're used to. Okay, um, if you're used to fruit juices, it's going to have a different note. But if you ever had a kale juice or a spinach juice, it won't be much different. Um, Nutritionally, they're all good. I prefer the spirulina because that's an algae and there's more protein in that. I like the fat profile better. But if you add any of those into your diet, you're doing good. And we want to celebrate what you do right. Okay, so if you add some wheatgrass in your diet, fine. Add some if you add some barley grass in your diet, excellent. If you add some spirulina grass in your diet, even better. Spirulina in your diet. The thing is, if you're doing the wheatgrass or the barley grass, juice it yourself or buy freeze-dried wheatgrass or juice or barley grass juice. Because if you just buy dehydrated, it's just going to taste like old grass. And if you ever just picked up some grass and you just chewed it, it doesn't taste that good. So you want to juice it. I hope that answers your questions.
Yeah, everything sounds good. I do have a NutriBlast at home, so I can try one of those in there.
Yeah, they're great. Well, the thing is, a NutriBlast doesn't juice; it blends.
Oh,
Okay,
it blends, yeah.
so you still have all the cellulose in it. A masticating juicer is the best thing for grass, where it will take the cell walls, it will crush it really tight, and then a liquid will come out. And so you will have just the sweetness and the flavor, and none of the cellulose that gives wheatgrass or barley grass the unpleasant flavor. Okay?
Okay.
So, if you want to use your NutriBlast, you could just buy freeze-dried wheatgrass or freeze-dried barley grass, or just get spirulina because spirulina mixes well with everything. Okay? And here's the thing: if you want the shake that combines all of those ingredients in, I recommend Core Health Core Greens, but that's a conversation for a different show. Next, and do we have any other questions? Russell, let's see. Russell has a question about omega fats and saturated fats, trans fats. Can you explain that question, Russell?
Yeah, sure. Well, in the past, I've done some studying on the different kinds of fats, omega, saturated, trans, poly, and monounsaturated. I know that trans fats particularly are generally to be avoided, but I'm not sure why that is or how omega fats are that much healthier or unsaturated fats and stuff like that.
All right, I'm not going to try to make a science class. In fact, I only pretend I'm a rocket scientist. But here's the thing, okay? Saturated fats are now. Let's talk about trans fats. The reason trans fats are bad is your body doesn't know how to digest them. They've been processed to the point, and it just makes it very difficult for the body to digest, and it treats it as a foreign body at many times. Now, your your um, uh, mega fats are, uh, uh, I mean, they're good for brain health. They're good for memory. They're good for pain relief. And you want your omega threes. Now we can talk about omega sixes and nines, but the simple thing is, um, the way I look at it, there's classes of raw fats and cooked fats. Okay, and fats I avoid. So the fats I avoid are the industrial fats like canola, corn, soy. To a lesser effect, um, well, vegetable is soybean, just so you know, um, and lesser effect, um, sunflower oil, and many others, because those have been processed. Those have been is more sanitized, uh, more chance of GMO, and canola. That's an absolute no. So canola, soy, corn, uh, and yeah, like let's say. Let's say sunflower oil. Those should be avoided from your diet. There's other oils that are questionable, and you shouldn't have great levels. But if you avoid those, you'll miss most of it. Okay. Then we have the oils that um, I think you should have raw, and these are oils are high in monosaturated fats, and that's a you got cold press olive oils. That's right up there. You got avocado oil. You got your walnut oil. You got many other oils that are high in um, omega. Monosaturated oils. Those I like to use in a raw state in for flavoring, for salad dressings, and I apply them amply to my food, but only after it's done cooking. Okay. Then we go to the other spectrum, are fats that you want to eat, that you can cook with abandon. And those tend to be high in saturated fats. Now, saturated fats, the biggest benefit for you is that um, it's extremely easy to metabolize a saturated fat like coconut oil, especially a saturated fat with medium chain triglycerides. And coconut oil is really high, but even palm oil has some of that. Um, and I mean, cooking with butter, unless if you're avoiding uh, uh, for moral or allergen reasons, milk uh, is a great thing, and ghee, which is just clarified butter. They're all great fats to use in cooking, because saturated fats tend to be more durable, and they can handle the heat better. Okay. And so, Russell, does that answer your question, or should I explain it any further?
That did. Thank you very much.
Okay. Now, Cyril, Cyril has a question about ghee. What is it, Cyril?
Okay. I was listening on to some other podcasts on the internet, and they were talking about the absorption of vitamin D3.
Mhm.
And in some cultures, especially where they eat ghee, they don't eat a lot of meat or any, um, and they have high absorption of vitamin D3 from the sun because they eat ghee. Do you think so? Does fat from the oils, does that help with the absorption of vitamin D3 in the body? Because it's
Well, a lot of vitamins are concentrated in the fats. Uh, uh, and with ghee, I mean, ghee is supposed to be grass fed. It's not always, but it's supposed to be grass fed. And grass fed cattle produce uh, a greater quality of fat, and also more nutrition, because that's what cows were designed to eat. They weren't designed to eat soybean. They weren't designed to eat cottonseed. They weren't designed to eat corn. They were designed to eat grass, and they were designed to walk and eat grass on the ground, and that's why they have four stomachs. And when they eat the foods that um, they were designed to eat by evolution, by nature, they produce a superior product. It's much more nutrient rich, much healthier, better fats. And more importantly, the cow has a higher quality of life. And as much as it's about our happiness, it's about the what produces food and how we can make them happy. And if we can give a cow a higher quality of life by giving it what it was designed to eat, grass, okay, it's going to reward us with more, a much better butter, much better ghee, a much healthier cheeses, and that's great for all of us. Okay. Um, all right. Next question, guys. All right. So we had our fact questions. Um, do any of you have questions about detoxing? Have you ever tried a detox? Russell, it sounds like you're no, Zero. It sounds like you want to ask about that.
I did a short cleanse. It wasn't anything harsh like the one you were talking about last time. I think what was it called? Master
The
cleanse.
master cleanse.
No, nothing. Yeah, nothing harsh like that. It was just I know a person. She sells herbs. It's very holistic. Um,
Now, do you know what herbs you use?
you know, I had a list with me. It was somewhere around here, but it was very I think it had like basil in it or something like that, and there was also what was in it now? There's a couple herbs in there. They're very normal herbs. It wasn't anything crazy.
Well,
Um,
there are many normal herbs that could do crazy things. Okay,
um,
so I mean, uh, you're not giving me much information to answer your question, and that's okay because this is our first show and we're learning. But the point is, um, uh, there are herbs that will accelerate. Now, a colon cleanse is okay, but most people. Uh, there's there's herbs to remove parasites that actually support. There's herbs that will um, push toxins out, and the thing is, if the toxins come out of your body into your liver, it can stress your liver. There's also the colon. If the colon's backed up, uh, it can also cause problems in the piping. I'm very cautious about most of the cleanses out there because most of the cleanses promise something like in 3 days and 2 weeks, and what it can do is open the floodgates. Your body's been storing toxins in all its fat cells, and then you take this product, and then it starts releasing assuming it works, okay? Assuming it does what it promises, it starts releasing these toxins into your bloodstream, and it ends up right in your liver, okay? And your liver is taxed with handling it, and then it goes into your bowels, your your upper and lower intestine, and it's all backed up, and that's because you rushed the process. Um, Most people the most they need for a cleanse is just more water, and if they need something more than that, I recommend supplementing with enzymes. That's the safest cleanse I have found. Okay, after that, maybe we can talk about something else, but I want to try hydration and enzymes, digestive enzymes, way before anything else that pushes toxins out of your cell and to your liver and to your colon before your digestive system has time to catch up. Okay? But um, okay. Yeah. Um, yeah. So Cyril, those ingredients, pepper. Now ginger's good. Pepper, cayenne pepper irritates your gut. I I'm not if you're familiar with mutton leaf. Those are the ingredients in. Do you remember what the product's called, Cyril?
Yeah, I have the link here. It's from Dr. Christopher's formula. Here's the link. I did it for about I think a week or so because
Okay.
I had severe eczema, and I did it, and it did clear up within the next month. And that
Okay.
was when that's when I improved my diet at that point. And it did help. And it wasn't I didn't
Now
continue it.
here's the question: did you prove your diet as you were taking the cleanse?
Yeah, as I was taking the cleanse,
Okay. So
they recommended not eating any meat during the cleanse, and then afterwards I felt so good I just decided not to
okay. See,
keep
see
going.
what you see. What he did was he told you to do multiple things. Okay, so if most of us eat low quality meat, and this brings me back to the reason why I normally don't recommend cleanses. Okay, the guy gave you a diet that went with the cleanse. Okay, the diet had most likely had more effect than the cleanse did. Okay, but you credit the cleanse for the change because that's a product you paid for. Okay, and that's a product you took, but there was more to it. And when we're eating, you were saying you dropped meat. Okay, so when you eat feedlot meat, you get a lot of toxins, and especially when they're fed all the all the all this GMO soy, GMO corn, GMO this, and especially if you're eating something besides chicken. Okay, uh, pork and beef was not never in no universe was beef, especially beef, designed to eat grain. Okay, chicken was designed to eat grain. Chicken's also omnivore, so it can eat a lot of the other food items we give chickens with we're handling it a lot better. Beef, on the other hand, just gets sick. And because it gets sick, it gets big, and that's why the farmers like giving cows corn and soybeans and cottonseed and all these other high glycemic grains that the cows were never designed to eat because it fattens up quicker. But the fat's less healthy. So by you changing your diet with the cleanse, you added variables. Now, if you just did the cleanse, if we went back in time and you just did the cleanse without the lifestyle change, I guarantee you're not going to get the same results. And we're not going unless if we go back in time, we're not going to see it. But I've done lifestyle changes without these cleanse products and got tremendous results. And the only thing I added was water, whether it was alkaline ionized water or traditional filtered water. But they both work differently. Okay, and water is typically all you need and just a higher quality of food and having fun while you're eating it. Okay, and let me go back and see what our next question is, guys. And we have, uh, okay, uh, Russell. Question. Uh, uh, okay, it's a question about gluten. Russell, why don't you come online?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what I've heard, there's a couple theories out there. I think it's that gluten in general is detrimental to almost everyone's health.
Okay.
That
How did you just for how did you come to that opinion or belief?
No, that's what I've read in a couple of articles.
Okay, and I'm not. I'm gonna give you my answer. I want to feel find out where did you come with that premise.
Okay, I can try and find an article, but it's supposed to be like by removing gluten from your diet, you can improve energy levels and mental health.
Okay, all right. So, being someone that I was at, there for one, gluten affects people differently. Okay,
Right.
even people that tolerate gluten still get a level of tend to get a level of inflammation response from it. Gluten is wheat also, which contains gluten, has a higher glycemic index than even table sugar. Okay, it, the gliadin in the wheat, which is a part of gluten, has an effect of stimulating hunger. This is why you'll see in a lot of processed foods that if you understand anything about food chemistry, the wheat really doesn't belong there, but is included anyway. Um, it's to improve the crave worthiness of that processed food item so you'll want it more. When you eat it, you'll get hungry and associate that hunger with craving that product and you'll buy more of that product. Now, um, now the first thing is a lot of people that suffer from a gluten sensitivity do does uh, do, um, um, does not have celiac disease. So that means you're either subcritical celiac or you just have a sensitivity. Now, I have a gluten sensitivity where, and that's um, the sensitivity is your body just reacting badly. Okay, celiac disease is immune response to the gluten. That's bad. So uh, we are so when you eat gluten, for a lot of people, it will irritate the lining of your small intestine, and when it irritates the lining of your small intestines, it tends to create holes. Also, those small intestines have little fingers of a best way to these little hairs, okay? And those hairs increase the surface area and increase the body's ability to take in nutrients. When those hairs are irritated, you take in less nutrients, okay? And when you take in less nutrients, you tend to uh, you might be lacking in important nutrient. Also, um, uh, if have a high inflammation diet, even though you're taking less nutrients, you can become fatter. So um, I don't recommend everyone be 100% gluten free, but everyone should make steps to eliminate industrial wheat from your diet. Okay, you can uh, instead of uh, instead of buying the bread from the store, make make bread at your home with like kamut, spelt, aramis, and make it with that, and you'll find that your body will tolerate those forms of gluten a lot better than wheat, industrial wheat, which we changed greatly and improved the gluten and natural levels. And so, um, oh, and another thing is, um, so, um, so, so, yeah. So in short, I'm sensitive to gluten. Most people have some subclinical level to gluten, but most people don't need to be 100% gluten free. I recommend they just avoid industrial wheat, go with the more um, ancient forms of wheat, soak the grains a lot more. Um, also understand where the enzyme inhibitors of of most of your grains are located in the bran. Okay, and this is very important because the Chinese realized a long time ago when they were eating their rice, if they took the bran off it, they digested it better because the enzyme inhibitors were in the bran, and the enzyme inhibitors prevent you from digesting the food. Okay, so removing the bran will reduce the enzyme inhibitors, and more importantly, soaking. Soaking will improve the digestibility of virtually any grain. Okay, and Cyril had a question about uh, 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 bran. Okay, and yeah, so did the previous question, did that answer your question, or would you like to ask a follow up?
Oh, no, that was wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, um, uh, so let me just talk about bran and the whole grain. Okay, I only support eating whole grain if you soak it. Okay, a lot of people eat way too many um, uh, grain products, and just because it's whole grain does not make it healthy. Okay, in fact, for some people, those with food sensitivities, it makes it more unhealthy because the bran typically holds the chemicals to prevent the digestion of the grain. And when you remove the bran, it makes it more digestible. Yes, some nutrients go away with the bran, but your body can digest what's left a lot more perfectly. And yes, the glycemic index is higher without the bran, but re uh, your body tends to have a smaller allergen reaction. If you want to eat whole grains, you should always soak them. Buy them in a um, natural state. Soak them for at least 7 hours and make a wet flour out of them. We'll have shows about that in the future, and I know it's a little bit more complex, but your digestibility of your grains will be more perfect, and it will allow you to have products like bread, which I normally don't endorse. But let's say you want bread. That's one strategy. We can get bread in your diet and reduce the allergen response. Also, so yeah, I think I had to run on question, but I hope that helped you. And I don't see any other questions. So if I don't see a question in the next 5 seconds, we're going to be ending the call. And I want you. Uh, Okay, guys, we have no more questions. I want to thank my co-hosts and a creative team, Cyril and Russell, for being on the show. And till the next time, I want you to sign up to be a healthy bee. You can go to uh, eagertobehealthy.com/podcast and sign up to um, become a healthy bee. That will give us your links to everything we happen to do with the podcast, with our blog, and you will keep you up and to date. So even if you can't get to your MP3 player, you'll be up to date what we're doing and what we're trying to educate us. Also, you can ask a question from that website, or you can give us a call. We'll have a number right on eagertobehealthy.com/podcast where you can leave a voicemail with your question. And if we select your question, you'll be on the show and we'll contact you. So make sure you leave your email afterwards, okay? And thank you for coming on. I hope you survived our first show. I trust our next show is going to be more perfect because we'll have practice. And we're signing off. This is Mike. Cyril and Russell, good day.